Diddy's former assistant, Capricorn Clark, had her testimony today, and she provided a harrowing account of alleged abuse, manipulation, and psychological stress she experienced while working for him from 2004 to 2018. So, why did Capricorn Clark stay that long? Let's talk trauma, power, and survival through psychiatric lens. I'm your local psych nurse practitioner, and I want to explain Capricorn Clark's testimony, not to excuse but to understand through mental health science. In her testimony, she described confusion, fear, and returning to her abuser. That's what we often see in complex PTSD. It's what happens after years of chronic abuse where the brain learns to survive and not to escape. When she said it made me question reality, it suggested derealization or emotional numbing, which is a core trauma symptom. So, diagnostic features of complex PTSD are emotional dysregulation, which are episodes of breakdown, fear, or confusion, distorted self image, feeling unworthy, and she felt like she was responsible for her abuser, difficulty trusting others, persistent guilt or shame, and trauma enactment. She also said, I thought protecting him was protecting myself, which is the classic trauma bonding, where the victim forced emotional ties to the abuser because of repeated abuse, followed by kindness. She most likely experienced intermittent reinforcement, where cycles of abuse is followed by affection, rewards, or professional opportunities. This creates a powerful emotional attachment where the victim begins to equate suffering with love or loyalty. It's not rational, it's emotional survival. There's also gaslighting. So when she said she questioned reality, there's a red flag for gaslighting, where abusers manipulate their victims into doubting their own memories, and then learned helplessness. So even when she saw violence towards others, she didn't intervene. So remember when she saw Diddy kicking Cassie, she did not intervene. That's not weakness, it's learned helplessness. After so many threats, you stop believing anything you do will help. So instead of asking why she didn't leave, we should be asking what kept her trapped. Mental health is messy. Trauma rewires how we think and behave. Capricorn's story is a case study in survival. And I'm sure Cassie's story is too. If you've ever experienced trauma, you're not alone. Therapy, safety, and support system matters. Let's keep conversations like this grounded in empathy and science. Share this if you believe trauma survivors deserve to be heard, believed, and supported with empathy, not with judgment.